everyone, and welcome to yet another amazing episode of Meet the Author. And we have the amazing Hagar all the way from the Netherlands for her best-selling author podcast. I'm so excited. And we also have James Bryant with us today. Thank you both for being here. Hagar, what does it feel like to, and I'm going to put this out here, a year ago today, because it just popped up in our Facebook memories, you
Yeah.
were reading Rooted to Rise. And a
Mhm.
year later, we're recording your podcast about you becoming a best-selling author through your own book, Rising Relentlessly. What are you feeling right now?
Wow. I'm really overwhelmed, I must say. It's like, you're manifesting stuff and then suddenly it happens and you're like, whoa, is that for real? Unbelievable. Really, just a year ago, I have the two books here. I was holding this one. I just received it in the email and then, yeah, now I'm best-selling author. Really. It's amazing.
I love that for you. Do you have any like specific stories or anything that you want to share about like since you've become a best-selling author, maybe someone you've connected with or someone you haven't heard from in a while? That seems to kind of be a theme going on, but it's not everybody's story. What's been going on since all of this happened?
Yeah, for me it was a bit different. I didn't. I live by two calendars. That's very confusing. Also, collaborating with people from different parts of the world, so I'm always in a kind of confusion. And it came to be that the book came out on the same day of Independence Day in Israel. So most of my audience was busy, occupied. Yeah, so I felt like I kind of missed the momentum to celebrate with you, and also, I really want to go visit Israel, but it's not possible at the moment. So I really hope that my parents are able to come visit us in the summer, and that I can send some books with them back to Israel for the people, my friends that are waiting to get the book, because I don't even trust the post at the moment with how stuff are going on. So if my parents are here, I'm trusting that the books will reach to the readers. So
Yeah.
I'm kind of in a hold, but I'm feeling the vibe from the Amazon sales, and that's like, wow, we were in a pre-lunch, and then I think it was in the first 24 hours that you already sent us the print screen that we're like in the first 10 of best-selling, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, when it all happens until it happens to you directly, right? And thank you so much for sharing the reality of what's going on around the world that, so many times it's so easy to get, um, like stuck in our own world. And I
Mhm.
think that what you brought to all of us was awareness outside of the US. And that has been such a valuable gift because
Mhm.
it's so difficult. When you live in the US, we are very much just very self-centered, is the right way of saying it. And so
Yeah.
you just brought this like beautiful awareness that, hey, other people are doing other things in different countries and all of the things. And so with that, just you've been such a gift on so many levels, being our very first international author, but then also just becoming part of the family of Wildly Free. And I
Yeah.
really see just so much in our future together.
Hmm. Same.
You know, Hagar, think back to 9 months ago. So not
Hmm.
a year ago when you were reading Rooted, but 9 months ago when you
So
said
it's like
yes.
pregnancy.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, yes. When you said yes to sharing your story. And your story went through several different iterations and several different things that you talked about, and you're like, do I want to share this? Do I not want to share this? There's so many pieces to it, from
Hmm.
your experience in Israel to your time now in the Netherlands. How do you feel this process of sharing your story has made you a more confident author, but also more confident about just sharing your story in general?
That's a tough question. Uh, well, it was a long process, and when I'm reflecting back about all this journey together and everything, I've been, I also talk about it in my story that I've been struggling a lot with mental stuff like post-trauma, for example. And so I've been through therapies in my life, many therapies, but always in my mind was like, yeah, I think writing is really the best therapy a person can do with himself, because sometimes you just let the words come out of you, and sometimes you go back and then you edit that and then you add a bit more, or you say, oh, I really don't need to write about it, I can just wipe it out, it's really not part of what's important, or and then you really I really went through my life from the beginning. So I had a lot to jump around and reflect, and that was really an amazing process. And also to go that through with a group, which for me is not something easy at all. And you guys made me feel so welcome and really just like a family. Like you said, it really made a difference to open up, to not give up when it was hard. And I was thinking, oh, I don't know if I can do it. And that's like too big on me. And yeah,
It
so.
it is a lot. It
Mhm.
is a lot to share your story.
Yeah.
And as you said, there's so many different facets of the story that you shared that stayed in the chapter, that didn't stay in the chapter. Like, I can't wait to read the rest of your story. But when we think about, when you think about an author, a potential author
Hmm.
that is holding back because they know that they have a story to tell, they just don't know how to tell it, or they're just not feeling confident in themselves right now to put it out there. What's
Hmm.
something that you would want to share with them?
Well, I think if they are looking for a bit of, how do I say it, like a wind in the boat to push the boat forward, then if they are approaching wildly free, they can find a very nice wind to to sail.
Oh, I love
I was
that.
gonna
I
say,
love that so
yes,
much.
we call that wind in the sails. So that was a perfect analogy.
Hmm.
Well, you've been through the Canna collective
Hmm.
process,
Yeah.
and specifically, I love the timing of everything. So I'm just gonna re-mention how amazing it is that this has literally become a full circle from that
Hmm.
first Facebook post of I'm holding rooted to rise to recording this very podcast celebrating you becoming #1 bestseller. What
Hmm.
would you tell yourself? Not yourself. What would you tell someone else who's considering being in this last and final Cannabis 3
Hmm.
about their specific story, like why it matters, why they should say yes to be in this like last and final third book of this trilogy?
Yeah, I would say what I said the last time. Why not?
Mhm.
Really. If you have a story to tell, if you feel that like you have a calling with this plant, and yeah, just go for it. Don't think about it too much. It's a gift for
I love
yourself.
that. Yeah, it's
So
truly a gift.
Hmm.
Well, is there anything else you would like to share? This is your time to shine, your time to tell everyone and anyone who's listening anything else, and we would love to
Well,
know what's going on.
I do have something.
Yeah.
Something really amazing also happened today, so I want to show you.
Ooh.
I got the delivery of my products.
Yay! Look at that. Today's just a
Yeah,
magical day.
unbelievable. Talking about magical.
1st of May is your day.
I guess it is. This is the magical CBD. I
Oh,
talked
how
oh,
funny.
love
I
it.
love that.
Love it.
I talked about how it's difficult for me as an autistic person with a lot of sensitivities to use the cannabis oil, that it's like very disgusting and I want to puke.
Mm-hmm.
So you can put in a drink and you can just mix it.
Nice.
Like you have in United States with the six, but we don't have it like that here. So I found something very close.
Yay!
Love it.
Be produced here in the Netherlands, and yeah, that's really amazing that it came today because I was not expecting. It came early than I thought.
Today is Expect the Unexpected Day. I love
A
that.
magical day, really.
It really is. I love that so much. Well, thank you so much for sharing your heart and sharing this time to celebrate with us. For anybody listening and wanting to connect with Hagar even more, she is just an amazing human being and like just on so many levels. And particularly for those of you that would love to order your book through her, she will personally sign them, especially those of you listening in the EU, any part of that, Israel, anywhere, please, please, please connect with Hagar. We'll share all of her information for you. And with that, thank you so much, everyone, for listening. And until next time, thank you.
Bye
Bye.
bye.